Hey guys, Lord Naren White here, the Holy Ghost, the one true God, back with you with the next video in my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. Today, continuing Baldur's Gate 3. So, off camera, I actually looked this up as well as I tried to side with the Githyanki, and unfortunately, if you kill the Mind Flayer, you actually there comes up a prompt that says if you kill the Mind Flayer, you'll die. So you actually cannot kill the Mind Flayer. You actually have to help this Mind Flayer, the Emperor, the person who has been helping you the whole time. And so that's why I want to mention again. This is another way, Larian, a beautiful story mechanic. Even though the Mind Flayers have seemingly been our enemies from the beginning, the very number one person who's been helping us throughout this game is actually a Mind Flayer. And now we're going to side with him against these Githyanki because that's what the game basically tells us to do. So let's go ahead and do that here. So how do I help?
The god. Destroy the god. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it, now!
Aid an illicit against Githyanki. We cannot. We must not!
Your blind loyalty will be your undoing, Lae'zel. Fight with me, for your own survival.
We have to join the Mind Flayers fight.
Together, we can turn the tide.
Huge hit. And this poor bloke here has just wandered into our lair, so don't mind if we enjoy the pickings here. Alright, Lae'zel, first things first, let's get a finish here. Tough to miss. Action search. Bonus action jump over here. Precision attack with the Great Weapon Master. I already used that. Okay, never mind. I had to jump. All good. Soul Breaker. Missed it.
The lance board is set.
Okay, so let's try a Scorching Ray from Gale. Let's have Gale move over here.
Let's light them up.
And then Scorching Ray. Good hit.
Let's finish this.
Absolutely, Shadowheart. Let's jump over here as well.
Got to press on.
And level 4 Guiding Bolt. Missed it. Save here. I say that because we're in a good position. Big hit. I just want to pause because that mind flare height, that stun, because I played a whole video actually off camera. I mentioned right at the beginning of this video where we fought against the mind flare. That stun is brutal, so it feels good to see it again, you know, on our side. Lae'zel got that one done.
Make way.
Good move.
Huge hit.
Concentrate. Onward.
What a finish, great job.
These boots have seen everything.
He's jumping right down to us, how convenient. Lae'zel. Here we go.
Taking position.
Go for the finish, Lae'zel. One more. That's it, well done. Save the game there.
Was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene to owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers.
Let's start by saying thank you for saving me.
If I'd known you would be so open-minded, I would have saved myself a lot of effort. But I'm glad you're not here to judge. I was someone once. Someone just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. but I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
Lord Gortash was one of the chosen in the colony?
Indeed. His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you.
Did you have to eat criminals' brains?
Rather them than potential future allies, like you.
So are you going to tell me what this battle was about?
We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Justil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Were you imprisoned here too?
No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the Astral Prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other Chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You.
Was it you or Orpheus that Vlaakith wanted us to kill when she ordered us inside the prison?
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Vlaakith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was imprisoned. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Vlaakith will be finished.
What happens if we free Orpheus?
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched Illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me.
You could say we're alike in other ways too, or the more I talk to you, the less you seem like a mind flayer. Or I'm nothing like you. Or what I will say is, which is, I'm no illithid, and I'll never and never will be.
You are already more illithid than you realize. It has improved you. You seek to reverse an inevitable process. A process of evolution. When I first escaped from the Elder Brain, I too railed against the change. But the longer I have inhabited this form, the more it has grown on me. Even if my original body remained intact after I transformed, I would not return to it. Doing so would only impose limitations. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change.
We could say, I would like that, or why do you say that, or I don't like what you're implying, or I'm trying to avoid becoming a mind flayer. I thought you agreed to protect me. We'll say the last one.
I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you.
We could say, what would that entail? Or, do it, I'd like to evolve. Or, we can say, if you can evolve me, why can't you stop Ceramorphosis altogether? Or, no, no way. So we'll get to the no, no way. Let's start with the third option.
The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well, the limited form you have. But you would do far better as an illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not?
No. I don't know what it would entail, but I'm gonna say no. And I just want to go ahead and actually Google whether that's like relevant in any way. Yeah, so since we are trying to be a true hero, let's go ahead and decline the chance to transform. Here we go. So, no, no way.
I understand. Let us hope then that your present self will be sufficient to deal with 3 gods of death and a giant magically enhanced Elder Brain. But in case you change your mind... look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve. You or your allies. It has vitality enough for you all. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The Brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the Brain, and bring it under our control.
Astral touched tadpole. Wow. That's crazy, man. So let's save here, and the next thing I want to do is go ahead and let's talk here to this. Let's talk to the Emperor again, see what he has to say.
There is nothing further I can do for you right now. Consider using my gift.
Okay, let's loot everything here as is standard.
We need to find a way forward.
What's this? We've seen this one before. Let's read this inscribed Githyanki slate. Symbolic drawings etched over forgotten text. Two figures, one an imposing female with a regal aspect, the other a devil, his face twisted with wry charm. Their hands meet in exchange of an artifact, the astral prism. Let's go ahead and click Astral Global. Let's select this Astral Global Domination.
The orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable, but impenetrable. Within it, the Githyanki prince is as silent as a corpse, but for the murmur of his powers being siphoned away.
Crazy. So let's go with the portal to the material plane there. And we can level up once we get a long rest. At least it's bound to Brockshield, so that's probably better than a thing bound to Gale. Am I encumbered? Yeah. We haven't had a chance to sell much either. We haven't seen any vendors. So just trying to give Lae'zel some more inventory. Brockshield isn't encumbered anymore. Cool. You can talk with everybody, which we definitely should do.
Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
The blood of the mother. Who is he exactly? Of course, we've read a bunch about Orpheus by now, but still, good to continue the dialogue. I just love these cinematics.
Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen.
By the way, I don't think technically the word was cinematics, because like a cinematic, I don't think you have interactable dialogue, but anyway, let's continue the conversations. 157, that's a lot of Vlaakiths.
Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
We could say, let's say what happens now.
We meet Voss in the city, and we obtain the key to freeing Orpheus from his prison. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
So let's say, I'd like to talk about Orpheus. Actually, we'll leave for now and restart the conversation with her. And the reason I say that is because we will restart the conversation there at the start of next week's video. And so, with that, I want to go ahead and say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as it greatly helps the channel. Light to be with you all. Take care, and thanks again.